let's open this thing up and check it out. All right, so open the box, and this is basically exactly how it comes out of the box. It's got this nice case, comes with a lot of manual information, comes with the nice big launch system, and all these supporting cables. This is the ODB connector, and then this is like the serial type of connector that will connect to the actual device, the reader. So it comes with that. It comes with a little plug to protect the end. And then, you know, this is a charging cable, basically a USB cable, the charger on the other end, because these have built-in batteries and they don't have to run specifically off of the ODB. That ODB connector, OBD2 connector, only puts out so much ampage. So the fact that it has a built-in battery to support all its functions is just that much better, probably because it has some decent processing power around these things and you don't want to overrun that port. Power button, here's the serial port, here's the plug. Very basic, which is exactly what you want when you're dealing with cars. Most of the time you're probably gonna be picking this up with greasy hands or gloves or whatever, so the really big buttons, everything's really nice. I like the screen, it's got a protector on it. Of course, you pull that off, you know, if you want it nice and clean. Some people leave that on, but very nice. Build quality on this feels like I could just basically throw this across the garage or the shop. Never do that, but it definitely feels nice and hardy, very rugged. So let me go ahead and get this thing charged up. I'm gonna go ahead and go through the manual, get myself a little familiar with this, and then we're gonna go check out my son's Volt and see what we get from it. I think they call it a DB15, I don't know, something like that. I've got it plugged into his car, and then I've also got it here plugged into the device here. It will go through a little boot up process. All right, and as you can see here, light turned to red. It says welcome. There's a lot of different variations of this. They all have their own special features. So there's a start button. I'm gonna go ahead and tap the start. It is touchscreen. Of course, you can use these buttons over here too to also navigate. And if you'll notice, there is Wi-Fi. There's a Wi-Fi signal here too. So if you need to connect it to Wi-Fi to download anything, do updates, it has that. All right, so now we're here to the main user interface. This is basically trying to get some information. I'm going to tell it to auto detect. How fancy that is. It may need me to turn the vehicle on and put it in accessory mode. I don't have it. I'm pretty sure it's going to need that, so I'm going to go ahead and do it. So as you can see here, he has a check engine light on for this vehicle. I do have it in accessory mode, and I got it plugged in and everything. All right, so I did shut the door, stop the dinging, and this is basically the home screen where you have all the different features you can do. Right now, what I really want to be able to see is what that check engine light is. So if I go to diagnose, I'm going to do auto detect. It found what model and everything it is. It's loading up all the information about this session. All right, and it's going through everything that it's finding. Very easy to use tool. I mean, that's got some very advanced features that you need to really look at in the manual, go deeper into it. It will show you the different things, but right now it's just doing basically a full scan of the vehicle, pulling out all the codes, anything that it finds, and it should generate a report at the end and let you know, basically everything it found. So I'm just covering up the VIN and everything for the video, but it did do this diagnostics report. All right, so we're scrolling up here, and here is the diagnostic report. It's got an ECM code. You can click it, and here it is. Hybrid Powertrain Control Module 2 requested the check engine light to come on, so that's pretty normal. Oh, wow, look at that. Replace hybrid EV battery pack. That's not what you want to see on your hybrid vehicle, but basically it's probably got some, lower voltage cells that are in the car, and, it probably just needs to be fixed. It may even be able to get handled by a software update. I mean, that's pretty normal to have, in a 10-year, 12-year-old car, to have, a cell or two that's not doing good. So that's basically what's going on. And I kind of figured that's what it was. And that's the kind of code we get. But I'm going to come in here and look at something else. What is this? BCM. Keyless Entry Transmitter 2 battery. So it even's telling me that, his secondary transmitter needs a new battery. That's fine. Left front tire pressure sensor, too few pulses. And right front tire pressure sensor, too few pulses. That's basically his TPMS sensors are, I guess, batteries getting low on those too. So they probably need to be replaced. All the rest of this stuff was pretty clear. So it's easy to use from a newcomer, somebody that might not know much about a vehicle. Totally easy to use tool. But also, if you want to get down really deep into this, it has a lot of functionality for basically your automotive mechanic. And it's got all of these other features here. Now, It's going to show a lot of information about his car, which I don't want to put in the video. It's also got tons of settings in here that you can do. You can, screen capture, change, different, metric, imperial, all that. I mean, there's just all kinds of stuff in here you can set. And again, it is wireless capable, so it auto downloads and everything else, upgrade. And, there's all kinds of data. You can even read basic battery voltage, see what's going on with the car. This is going to be your 12-volt battery. And his 12-volt battery is right about 12 volts, so pretty much normal with the car off, and it actually on accessory draining the battery a little bit. So I went into the DCT code that it has, and it gives you all of these other features here, like you can read the fault codes. Here's clear the fault codes, so it's going to try to clear it. Do you want to clear the fault code? It will clear all the emissions related diagnostic information, engine off and key on. Okay, basically what we have. It says it's been cleared. Now you can see it says DTCs in this ECU 0. So it actually did clear it out of there. I'm not saying it's going to clear every code that comes on, because there are some safety codes that are locked in there pretty tight, where you have to have some of the dealer type tools to get in there and reset those. So this might not clear everything, but it's going to clear your most common codes. You can clear them out. Of course, if there's a problem, they're just going to come right back. So, you can clear them, drive the car for a little bit. If it's still an issue, it should, re-illuminate that check engine light. It cleared out the check engine light, and now when I push the car to crank, it does not show the check engine light anymore. So it did clear that out, even though it was a battery code, which is one of the ones that are usually pretty hard to get cleared. It cleared that out with no problem. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with this one. I hope this review was helpful and informative. Well, thank you all very much for watching. Take care.